The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
Now, I could have read that intro, but I decided not to, mostly because I didn't read the intro for 0 or 2, so I figured it'd be better just let you do it. Anyway, finally time for Super Metroid. And I do like the opening. I like the little bit with Samus's visor. And a thing I only recently caught on. It's been a long time since I've played this game. Like, I've played it a couple times, but none to completion since I first got it, I'm pretty sure. It's the title screen. I mean, I probably did know that in the past, but it just dawned on me during playtesting. I was like, oh, that's cool. I forgot the room existed, basically. And here goes our first, like, 5 seconds of gameplay. We're fighting Ridley. Now, as far as I know, it doesn't actually matter what you do in this. Like, you can beat him, or you could not beat him if you so choose. I remember that being a thing. I want to say the go-to strategy was supposed to, like, sit up here and shoot and stuff like that. I don't remember if it's timed, but, yeah, this game's got a lot of secrets and stuff I don't know all the answers to, so I am going to ask that those hardcore Super Metroid players probably not be such a critical asshole about me. That's about it. In other words, I'm just going to go through this. I'm not going to guarantee it's 100% playthrough. I'm just going to play through it casually, and if I happen to get 100%, cool. I'm not a pro, not a speedrunner. Again, just got to disclaim this because I know how the... Oh. I thought I did good. Oh! Okay. I disclaim this because I know how the fan base is, basically. And we can go ahead and hit the X button, which I'm not a fan of, that you gotta hold a different button to run. I mean, I guess it follows Mario logic, because you do that in Mario, but I don't know, it just feels wrong in a Metroid game. And yeah, within the first few minutes of gameplay, we got ourselves the escape sequence. But right up here, ow. Oh, I don't think any of that actually hurts you. I want to say it just stuns you and makes you go, ugh! I really like this, where it tilts. That's great to me. I'm a huge fan of that. Less of a fan of getting bopped all the time. And then it sways over. I just think that's such a cool effect, especially when you consider the fact of 1994. Really awesome. And now we get to the game part of the game. So it just dawned on me during that sequence that basically the Prime games have a double jump and the 2D ones don't. And I just thought that was kind of curious. So, yeah. I don't know, it just occurred to me. I was like, why is it that you can do that but you can't in this? I mean, they give you the space jump and stuff, but I don't know, it just feels kind of weird thinking about it. So I've done a bit of playtesting just to make sure I don't make a complete ass of myself. I think that's a save room. Because there was a point where during playtesting I was like, oh god, I apparently sequence broke to the point where I broke the game. I didn't break the game. But that's still one of those things where it's like, you know, it's nice to know what all to do, where all to go, just have that memory refresh. If you hang to the right side, you fall with little disturbances. I'm a huge fan of this. Also, like, the best fucking thing, hello. So when I first played this, I was like, oh, this is the greatest. And, you know, I don't think it's a bad game at all. I do like this game. I just don't like how dated it is. That's about it. Like, I hope this comes up, because what it is it's like kind of flashing. Sammy's mostly transparent. Yet again, real cool right here that you go to this area. But I remember when TRG did it, that Sammy was completely gone. So hopefully you can at least see her during the lift sequence. If you can't, I'm sorry. The thing's supposed to run at 60, but I don't know. That is of no consequence. It does nothing. It's just there to kind of annoy you. Also, you don't even really have to do that. You can just be a fancy pants and say, ha ha ha, fuck you. But the point is, we got Morph Ball. Aim up, shoot up. But yeah, I think this is really cool. I was saying, yeah, I didn't like how dated it is. What I mean by that is, although Metroid 2 definitely needed the remake most because it was the most dated, I still kind of have some issues going to this game and playing it because I feel like the controls are kind of really clunky and not super fluid. And this introduces my biggest annoyance with the game, the select button. It's a lot more natural to hold the R button and just fucking, oh wow, I can use a missile, and it saves me from, because that little menu up there, that's going to get pretty full pretty fucking quick when you end up having super missiles, power bombs, grapple beam. Like, it's fucking annoying. Another thing I don't like about this game is this. Why does it have to take 5 missiles? Just those little things that annoy me. But in other words, I like the game. So no, I'm not here to shit on the game. It's just I want to complain about those things because I just feel like they're super outdated. It also feels like it takes forever for that thing to go away. Hold on a second. No, I don't think I can roll any faster. That's what I was thinking about. Can I hold the dash button and roll faster? But yeah, now we got some missiles. We got some Morph Ball. But it is really cool that they introduced this area, and there are secrets down there that I'll have to come back to later. Because I can't get them now. Another thing, I know it's like a super simple technique, but I cannot bomb jump worth a shit in this game. So anything that would require bomb jumping, I'm just not fucking doing, because I just can't do it. I mastered bomb jumping and Samus Returns pretty easily, but I feel like most of that was just because of Spring Ball, so maybe if I get Spring Ball, I'll be able to get the rhythm down, but I just can't get the fucking rhythm, and I feel like it's mostly just because old, dated game, but at the same time, I also think Spring Ball helps immensely with getting that rhythm down. So, two of the biggest praises I feel like I need to give this game is that I feel like it helped me, I feel like it's the easiest when it came to things like wall jumping and shine sparking. Like, this was the game where well, not entirely. I learned how to master shine sparking in the AM2R, but I understood how it worked because they force you to understand how it works in this game, and I always felt like the timing window for wall jumping was super, super small inside of Zero, as to where it's pretty open-ended in this game. That, or maybe it's just experience coming in, but I feel like this game has helped me learn how to wall jump a lot better. And shine spark. I also thought about it, it's been a while since I've played the Prime games. They don't have a section like this in 3D, I don't think. Like, I'm trying to remember the way, like, the countdown escape stuff, but I don't think there's anything like this. I mean, my memory could be foggy. It's been a long time since I've played through the Prime games. I want to go this way, because it's blocked. That's what I was trying to say. I'm getting my thoughts mixed up. And Wii U Virtual Console for any curious people, because I know that does matter to some people. Oh yeah, map station. Need that. This also kind of, this is where, like, I can't guarantee I'm going to 100% the game. So you see the little dots on there, like, you know, I explained in AM2R? Those don't change. They just stay as dots. So without, like, I mean, I guess I could maybe catalog it in fucking recordings or something, but in other words, I'm not going to have any way to verify which pickups I have and have not gotten. So maybe I'll try and find, like, a map and do like a checklist or something like that, but there's not really a way to tell, and that's another feature that, you know, could definitely go for the update if they ever, which, you know, I feel like they would have done by now, because, you know, one of the most popular ever. Like, think about how many times they've, you know, like, what I'm trying to say is Ocarina of Time 3D. And what else have they remade? And I guess Star Fox 64 3D, but I don't really consider that as like a big deal. Oh, it can't go this way yet. You know, they've basically, yeah, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, they've all gotten remakes and stuff. But it just feels like a game like the Metroid Zero. They've remade Mario Brothers, All Stars, Kirby. Like, there's a lot of remakes, but it just feels like this would be one of those games they would have gotten to. The Pokemon games, there's another example of what should be obvious remakes. Like, that's basically the point I'm trying to drive home, is they've remade so many games you think they would have eventually done this one. I'm trying not to run too much, because I do feel like it's a little bit unnatural and not trying to run into danger, so. But, yeah, like, when I first did this, you know, coming in from Zero and stuff, like, I was a fan of it because I'm like, oh, it's so cool that they do this. And I do like it. I think it is nice as, like, a little throwback thing. Like, I enjoy stuff like that. Maybe not all the time. Like, another complaint I have, actually. And it's not even, it's sort of Nintendo's fault. The music in this game is so damn good that they've basically put it in every single Metroid game following. That's it. So, like, a lot of the Prime stuff, which I remember Prime 1 was by choice, was, some Super Metroid remixes, and, like, I just want them to make more original music, basically. That didn't work. Anyway, here's Terizo. You remember how it was in AM2R, but this time a little bit more... We got more missiles? More simplistic, we'll say. It's a lot easier when you got more missiles. That was a lot easier. Man, I ran out of missiles. I didn't get any more. And, like, it took me a lot longer to do that. That felt like it was 2 seconds.